Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Voices of the Coast, and I'm with my friend here and I'll get straight into it. So, who are you?
My name's Graeme Jackson, also known as Jacko by most people, but just a local from Hokitika.
Yeah. And what do you do here on the coast?
Well, I'm a truck driver for a cartage company here, but yeah, I've had a few different jobs since I've lived here.
Yeah. I think the first time I met you, you were working at the airport.
Yes, worked for Air New Zealand for 7 to 8 years,
yeah,
which was great, just meeting people, and it was quite an interesting job, but just got headhunted to go and do a different job, really.
Yeah. And just following your journey that you share on Instagram and stuff, and I didn't actually realise that you were a part of the NZDA. Can you talk to me a little bit about what NZDA is?
Well, the organisation's been around since, I think, about 1908. It's got a lot of history, especially here on the coast, obviously because of the industry, and the animals are pretty much all introduced here. So, in the last few years I've been involved with the branch here, and just loving it, and our membership's going strong.
With the growth of social media and more people obviously sharing their hunting and stuff online, have you noticed a bit of a shift in where it's all heading now too?
Yeah, I do believe there always, as far as the hunting goes, was always seen as a very small group of people that done it, but I do feel that, and specifically around trophy hunting, but I do believe a lot more people are doing it for the outdoors.
Yeah.
Maybe mental health, just getting outdoors a bit more, and we've got everything in our backyard, East Coast, West Coast, so and I do feel that that's definitely sort of changing with the generations.
Yeah, and for a positive outlook too, I think too.
I think so, and the firearms issue is a small part of it, because it's obviously a big part, but there's bow hunt, a lot of bow hunters, but just generally the outdoors, I think, is everyone's interest.
What do you wish that people knew more about the NZDA?
Well, it'd be nice if the title itself, DA, Deer Stalkers, it's just not about stalking deer.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of young people with the hunts courses coming in, education, conservation is a big part of it now, because that goes hand in hand as the Wapiti Foundation, TAR Foundation, and the herds of special interest is a big part of it now, so we've got to protect what we've got, otherwise we lose it.
Yeah.
People like Luke Keir and Roy Sloan and that are doing a great job on their side.
What's your biggest hurdle that you find with hunting?
Probably at the moment, pesticide, predator control, poison programs, because I just love seeing the animals out there, but it's quite disappointing to see them getting poisoned, but I don't sit there, and I'm not a big person to go around saying that, because it has got its place, but unfortunately it's sort of made a big impact on the hunting.
Yeah. How did you get into your outdoor lifestyle?
Well, it started when I was a kid, really. My family are from up the Tiramacau Valley, Jacksons, and from a young age I was going there.
It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah, and it was just sort of ingrained into me, and outdoors with my father and my grandfather and uncles and all that, and going up the Tiramacau. Growing up in Canterbury, it was a bit of a treat to come to the coast and bring my friends over, but that's pretty much how I got into it. And then I lived in Canterbury for many years, but I moved here to bring my children up here, and it's been great because my son, he's a keen hunter now, and so it's been really rewarding that way. Yeah,
does Charlotte get out at all?
No, I haven't actually had her out yet, but one day maybe. Yeah.
What's your best piece of advice that you've ever been given?
The best bit of advice, you just got to work hard for your whatever you want, even hunting and general life. You've got to work hard for your rewards.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of people just may go out the first time they ever go hunting and get their trophy of their lifetime.
Yeah.
Some guys might go 20, 30 years before they do that. So just work hard.
Yeah.
But there's always a reward, and even if it's just watching the sun set or the sunrise when you're out in the mountains, just enjoy it.
What do you think is the most important thing, in your opinion, for the outdoors?
Pretty much for access.
Yeah.
I think it's the most important thing. I've been overseas, and many years back I lived in Wyoming for a while, and I did see a different system for hunting and access and control, and we're really lucky here that we have got full access. Things could change, but I do think that we've all got a voice, and just to make sure that we're part of organisations just to keep our voice for access, because if we don't, we're going to lose it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of control coming in, and times do change, as we've seen a lot of changes over the last 100 years in New Zealand with land.
Yeah.
So hopefully it doesn't, but we're really lucky to have that unlimited access. And also for the hunting, there's no control on tag limits and that, so long may it stay. Yeah.
And did you shoot this one yourself? This is yours?
No, my son shot this one actually.
Oh, wow.
And he's living in Perth at the moment, working in the mining industry. Yep. So, we went into the Adams Flat and he shot this one.
Yeah.
So
nice.
They're pretty
big.
Cool. Yeah, they're pretty neat. They're a great animal. I think the skins are as much a trophy as the horns. So I do believe that. They're the most impressive thing that you can see in the mountains. Red stags, but obviously the big bull tar is pretty impressive. Yeah,
and just how agile they are over the rocks and stuff too, eh? Like I've watched them just scamper on cliffs and you're like, how do they even do that?
Yeah, it's incredible. They make us look clumsy.
So what's your favourite thing to do here on the coast?
Just get into the back country and go and enjoy what we have, and just in our backyard really.
Yeah. But what's the slang word coasters use that you hear frequently?
She'll be right.
Yeah. What is an unforgettable event that has happened here on the coast? It can either be for you or it can be for the coast in general.
I do think that since I've lived here, I think Pike River's probably been one of the biggest things for me. Just the whole thing about going to work and not coming home.
Yeah.
And I felt that really made a lot of people really look back at the big picture. Yeah,
and just the impact that it still has today. Like just the thought of.
I do think that it was a really sad thing that happened. And I do think that it's something the families will never get over.
Yeah.
But I do believe it's stained.
Yeah.
A lot of industry and that on the west coast.
What's one thing that you wish people would stop doing on the coast?
Well, most likely for me, one thing that does get to me a little bit is being negative about what we have here.
Yeah.
Some people are very critical of our climate, even the people that live here, but I've always thought it's depth and not duration. It rains hard, it does it properly and gets over with.
Yeah. What does the West Coast mean to you?
To me, it's as far as the values of it go, it's important to me, the people here.
Yeah.
I think that we have such a cross-section of people here. We've got amazing people here for a small place, we have some pretty high achievers.
So are you born and bred here or did you move here?
Oh, I moved here. I was born and bred in Canterbury. So I moved here 25 years ago.
Yeah.
As far as Canterbury goes, it's nice to visit, but it's really good to come home.
Yeah.
I call this home now.
It's a real stark contrast when you're from, like, obviously here in Hokitika, and then you go to Christchurch, and just the amount of people, when we walk down the street here, you can wave to anyone and say hello, and pretty much everyone. Whereas in Christchurch, you make eye contact with someone, they think you're weird.
And it's always, I remember as a kid coming to the coast and going to my grandparents in Ruatap. But one of the first things I always used to remember is going down the Serpentine Hill and seeing the sea. Yeah. And going, I'm on the coast now.
Yeah.
Or going through Jackson's or coming down the gorge. It was always, made me happy to come back to the coast. Yeah.
Those trees was the first thing that blew me away when I first ever came to Hoki, was when the wind blowing trees on the side. Like, I'd never seen that before until here.
I think we're a bit like that.
Yeah.
I think that once you've lived on the coast, we become a bit weather beaten and a bit on the lean from the weather sometimes. But
what is the West Coast best known for?
For me, I could sort of be general about it, but I think gold would be one of the big things.
Yeah.
Because it was big part of our original history.
Yeah.
And there's always gold here. And I do believe that that's had one of the biggest influences on the West Coast has been the mining industry and gold. Certainly back in the day, Hokitika was certainly founded on the back of the gold mining and the gold fields.
Yeah.
So,
does it really rain here a lot?
no, it doesn't rain here a lot. I just believe it does it properly.
Yeah.
Like we can have 150, 300 mils of rain in the hills here, and the river comes up and the river goes down.
Yeah.
And then we get on with it.
So in 3 words, describe the coast.
A cool place.
Yeah. Best place to watch the West Coast sunset?
Probably the top of a mountain, anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you wish people knew more about the West Coast?
Well, I think that one of the things that we're sort of we're guilty of not promoting probably some of the wildness of it, really.
Yeah.
We're trying to, but it's trying to get people here to actually understand that, most of our tourists go out to the Hoki Gorge or the glaciers
Yeah.
and Punakaiki, which have always been very popular, but there's a lot more to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes just getting an hour off the road end and just getting into somewhere where there's nobody.
Yeah, you'll find some incredible spots, eh?
Yeah, and I do think that you're being brave and just challenging yourself as your visitor, but we just need to push it a little bit more. We don't want to have the commercial side of it too much, but that's probably the biggest asset, is that we're not too commercial at this stage.
Yeah. Where is your favourite place to visit on the coast?
Well, I love the Coast Road, but if I was going to say I'm going to go visit somewhere, I think any of the wilderness areas on the West Coast, in the national parks, wilderness areas where there's no heli access, constant heli pressure, and just these places that you can, it's very limited to get in there, but just to go there and there's not one footprint of people around in there, which is pretty hard in this world today to get it.
What do you think puts the West Coast above other regions?
I'd say the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say we're pretty resilient.
Where is the most iconic place on the West Coast?
Most iconic would be, to me, probably Punakaiki, Fox River area.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty, that's amazing.
Yeah.
The scenery up there is, there's places on that road you just get out of your car and look down the coastline, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, and then you've just got the big cliffs and stuff too, just off on the side.
Carved out, like it's just, it is
taking a beating again.
Yeah, it's just unique.
Where or what would you recommend for me to do?
Well, because it's right on your back door, I would suggest to you to probably, if you haven't done it before, is go hunting.
Yeah.
Probably warren a red stag in the peak of the roar and shoot it.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to shoot it, just get up close.
Yeah.
And you'll certainly appreciate how wild that is.
Oh guys, that concludes this episode here with Jacko. Thank you for tuning in, and all of his details, if you want to check out his socials, I'll put them in the link below. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.